First up, Marie Antoinette. Pardon-moi, monsieur, is what is largely circulated as Marie Antoinette's last words, as she made her way to the guillotine after misstepping and trotting on the executioner's toes. However, prior to her misstep, and much more anecdotal, was when the priest accompanying her to the guillotine told her, "Courage, madam. Now is the time for courage." To which she responded, "Courage? I have shown it for years. Think you I shall lose it at the moment in which my suffering is to end?" Marie Antoinette. Staying in the French aristocracy for a moment, we are going over to Voltaire. François-Marie Arouet, better known to us as Voltaire, famed historian, philosopher, and acclaimed wit, was never afraid to speak his mind, which he did, and often. He was passionate on the subject of discourse, and was attributed as having said, "I disapprove of what you say, but will defend to the death your right to say it." As quick-witted as he was reputed to be, is it any wonder that his last words were uttered in response to the priest performing his last rites when he asked him to denounce Satan? This is no time for making new enemies. James Baldwin. Who is not familiar with the work of this fellow, this paragon, this master craftsman of words and wit? Writer and civil activist of his time, James Baldwin was nothing short of brilliant. Apparently, being brilliant is also exhausting. The man who uttered, "When one begins to live by habit and quotations, one has ceased to live," had his last words quoted as, "I'm bored." Ethan Allen. On the other end of the spectrum, some greats, as opposed to welcoming death, were often quite hostile toward it. When Revolutionary Era General Ethan Allen was faced with a doctor doing a misguided attempt to comfort him by stating that the angels are waiting for you, Ethan replied, "Waiting are they? Waiting are they? Well, let them wait." Mata Hari. And Jade, you'll like this one. A woman of mystery, even past death. Spy, exotic dancer, one of the first pole dancers ever, patriot. She was nothing if not a wholly talented, many-faceted individual. Though she died via execution in 1917, 100 years later, we are still debating what her last words actually were. Harlot, yes, but traitor never. It is unbelievable. Must I wear that? Aim at my heart, not at my face. It is all an illusion. How many can honestly say that they died as they lived? Well, Tallulah Bankhead could say that. What can I say about the indomitable, indefatigable Tallulah Bankhead? Actress extraordinaire. She was in movie after movie, one of the highest paid women on screen of her time. She is a legend in her own right, and nothing clarifies her last words more than an earlier quote. "My father warned me about men and liquor, but he never said anything about women and cocaine." Going in a little bit of a different direction, John Maynard Keynes. Profound influencer of modern-day theory of macroeconomics, one could call him nothing less than a realist. He is famously quoted for having put our mortality in the bluntest of terms. In the end, we are all dead. But perhaps his last words demonstrate a desire to have experimented with a little bit more of the fanciful side of life.
Drink.
I wish I'd drunk more champagne. And ending with Karl Marx, father of the Marxist movement, author of the Communist Manifesto, leader in economic theory and philosophical standpoints. He was, at the end of the day, a man who did not choose to mince his words. On his deathbed, his housekeeper asked to record his final words for posterity, to which he replied, "Go on, get out. Last words are for fools who haven't said enough."